Hi, this is Inelia Benz, and as I have been doing the past couple of years or so, I want to give an update on what I am seeing for 2020. So, before I go into what I'm seeing for 2020, I want to make a recap or review of 2019. And before I even do that, I want to express something that's been coming in all of 2019, and basically the main question about that, or the main answer for this question, is why are you here on this planet, and how come you came to start listening to this video? So let's take a look at that first of all. At some point in your existence in the universe, you decided to be born now, as yourself. The first thing you did was to be born. So that's step one. You were born on Earth and you're alive right now. Step number one, you were born. So you were born into families all over the planet. Some of you had wonderful childhoods and lives, and you're still having great lives. Other individuals, some of you would have had really tough lives, and you're still here. And then some average lives. Some of you will have like a sense of mission and sense of meaning and all sorts of things. But the first thing to think about is you were born. Number one, you were born here. The second part, you grew up. So you had a life, right? And you're still having a life, but you grew up. At some point in your life, you woke yourself up. You did it. You decided to wake up, and we can talk about higher self or guidance or entourages or your guides, your angels, your God, or whatever it was. But the fact is that you did it. You woke yourself up. If you hadn't woken yourself up, you wouldn't be watching this video. So I know that you woke yourself up. After that, after you woke yourself up, you educated yourself. You found information. You trained yourself about what it is, what it's like to be woken up, an awakened individual. You have empowered yourself, or you're in the process of educating yourself and empowering yourself. Last year, 2019, was the year that you came here to embody the new paradigm. This was it. That's what happens after you're born, after you wake up, after you educate yourself. Well, actually, you were born, you grew up. There you go. You were born, you grew up. You woke yourself up. You educated yourself. Now you're embodying the new paradigm. That's what you came here to do. You came here to embody the new paradigm. The new paradigm is not an internal event, an external event, something that happens to you. The new paradigm is something you embody. And the sentence that I like to say around that is, be the reality, create, that's it. I don't even know what I say anymore. Create the reality you want to experience. Be the reality you want to experience. Okay, so those are the items. And now for 2020, guess what it is? We move outward into the world, and we do with others, right? For 2020 is about people. You're here as a human being, and your entire life is about people, and every second of your life, whether you're awake or asleep, is influenced by other people. From the clothes that you're wearing, the chair that you're sitting on, the computer you're watching this on, or the device that you're watching this on, the bed that you sleep on, the house that you live in, the car that you drive, the shoes that you wear, all were touched, created by people. And 2020 is all about people. Okay? So that's part of this update. It's all about looking at 2019. What did we achieve in 2019? What are we doing in 2020? And why are you here, right? In case you want to take notes, and I would highly suggest that you do. Well, first of all, if we began before, you decided to be born on the planet. You were born on the planet. You grew up. You woke yourself up. You educated and you trained yourself to be empowered. You embodied the new paradigm, and now we're 2020, stepping out into the world and connecting with others, co-creating the new paradigms. Looking at 2019 from this perspective, at the beginning of 2019, we saw a split, and I've talked about the split, and if you don't remember about the split, you can look at my video from the beginning of 2019, or I think it might have been the end of 2018 when I created it, that talked about how we are going to be splitting in 2020 into those individuals who want to create a high frequency reality on the planet, and those who don't, who want to carry on with war and fear and victimhood and aggression and all that type of stuff. So the split, a lot of individuals misunderstood and thought, I'll just sit quietly and wait for the split to happen. So I cleared it up several times during the year. It's about you embodying the new paradigm. What does that even mean? It means that you become responsible rather than reactive. You respond rather than you react. You use tools to raise your vibrational frequency on a day-to-day basis, on a second-to-second basis. You become full of clarity and integrity and transparency in your daily interactions with the world. That means that you embody the new paradigm. And you might say, well, I don't know how to do that. Go to ineliabenz.com and you have a lot of tools there for you to use. The main one is process your fears. That's the most important, in my belief, of all the tools, and it's available for you. It's all written out for you how to do it, how to process your fears, and start from there. So the tools, the split means that you split yourself and decide, which am I going to do? Am I going to be that high frequency experience, or am I going to be the low frequency experience? Which one am I going to be moment to moment during my day-to-day living? That's what the split means. That was 1919, and it felt like urgent, that we had to do it. Let's get on with it. That's how it felt. It felt very, very urgent for us to make that decision and start doing it. And the maximum energies around there were like August, September, like intensely so. Make this decision, start doing it, right? Don't wait. Don't be passive about it. Be proactive in embodying that new energy. Be the reality you want to experience. And then came 2020. And as the year ended in 2019, a lot of people started feeling it and feeling the shifts and changes and the capacities and abilities to be able to do that, to be able to stop feeding drama and stop engaging others in low frequency items and things, and start living from their genuine frequency, which is very high. moving into 2020, what is 2020? What are we here to do and be in 2020? 2020 is about people. It's about connection. It's about going out into the world and connecting at a high frequency level. That means high frequency groups, and also though the groups that we already belong in, like our families, like our neighborhoods, like our jobs. Maybe we have hobbies or sports activities. All of those groups, we can go into those groups with a different perspective. Okay? A proactive perspective. What does that mean? It means that you choose to have the high frequency interactions within those groups. And if at any time that group or individuals within that group go lower into frequency or start going to righteousness about a viewpoint that they have that you don't share, you don't go into battle, but you simply state, I don't like to talk about that, I don't want to talk about that, I don't agree with that, let's do and talk about something we do agree with, right? And let's talk about, or enjoy the day, or let's have a cup of tea, or whatever. So it's actively non-engagement of low frequency items and things within the groups you already belong in. That's part of this 2020. Stepping out of righteousness. Righteousness is very negative. So righteousness usually comes when we are defending something we feel is right or wronged. And looking at that would be really important too. And also, yes, go out and look for groups that match your frequency, that have topics and things that you're interested in, and discussions and brainstormings that you love to getting yourself involved with. So 2020 is about going out there and doing that. And if there's no groups around, start one. Right? Don't wait for it to come to you. Create it. Put yourself out there. Make yourself visible. Allow others to see your genuine self. And to map to it too. So if you're listening to this is a call to become an adult on the planet. An adult who is not reactive but responsible. An adult who continuously knows and wants to stay at a high frequency level. Somebody who will go out and use the tools that they found in life that help them to raise their frequency, vibrational frequency, right? And allow others to map to that. So yes, 2020, you may have, questions about what's going to happen at a global level, social level. What can we expect for 2020? And just like when people ask me where are we in the split, I would say, you tell me what's going to happen in 2020. Are you prepared to embody this new paradigm? Are you prepared to be the reality you want to have in this lifetime? And are you prepared to connect with other people? 2020 is the year of connection. We connect as a high frequency collective. We connect with the high frequency aspect of other collectives that we belong to within the larger collective of the human race. And that's really about it for me as an update for 2020. With regards to my personal projects, as you know, probably, maybe not, I have a platform which is called Walk With Me Now, and it's walkwithmenow.com. I hang out there a lot and we have awesome discussions. We have a lot of projects going on. At the beginning of this year, we're going to be, last year, some of the members organized a book club, and we were reading a book about in-between lives and previous lifetime regressions. We discussed it at length. It was amazing. It was the best book club I've been in my life. And starting January, we're gonna be reading and discussing Interview with an Angel. And as the author of that book, it's going to be a book club discussing with the author and the expansion of the topics addressed in each chapter. So if you like books, if you like, high frequency discussions and expansion of awareness, come and join me and the other individuals who are co-creating walkwithmenow.com. Other projects on the horizon, myself and 3 other individuals are putting together an academy, an online school that will be able to teach the Benz methodologies. In other words, all the tools and data information and empowerment exercises that I have developed since 2010. Actually, since before that, because the Ascension 101 course came in before 2010. So yeah, all that's going to be formalized, that people will be able to get certified in the methodology, become practitioners. It's extremely exciting, and the individuals who are starting and being the founders of this academy are amazing. I'm very excited to work with them. And that's happening this year, 2020. Other projects, the Global Ascension Center is back on focus, and there's a group of individuals who are taking it on and running with it this year as well. So I'm really looking forward to see how this develops. And there's another group that's coming up to become something that can give structure to many individuals around the planet, millions of individuals around the planet. And we call it the Brides and Grooms of Gaia. And it's basically individuals who are very passionate about our world and her identity as a sentient being. From individuals who are recycling to all sorts of work out there that's happening. And this group is going to set up a website and information, and that's coming up. So if you want to stay updated on all that work, all that stuff, and more information and empowerment tools that will help you do what you came here to do, right? And those steps that we talked about, subscribe to my newsletter at ineliabenz.com. And I will be sending a lot of information out there for you, or join me on daily discussions at walkwithmenow.com. See you soon.